Good morning, everybody. As you can see, we still have too much snow to be doing much in the garden. However, we are going to be spending most of the day outside. You can see we're still very, very white, but we do have some green. We managed to shovel all the snow off the top of the boxwoods. Snow's off the roof at this point, but our big project today is going to be tackling the ice. You can see our sidewalk, our driveway, everything is just filled with ice. And we now need to chip away at that so that we don't kill ourselves walking in and out of the house. So I'll show you what that's like for those of you who live in a warmer climate and have never had to deal with this. We're going to tackle this ice with two different tools. Got a good flat shovel and I have an ice scraper. Now, this we can use to chop up the ice. Ideally, you want to work with Mother Nature. Find a spot where the sun has been hitting and it's naturally starting to thaw already. Then you can go back in with your ice scraper and just chip away at it. And I'm going to be doing that along the pathway here, opening up some holes so that the sun can get in there and start warming up the brick underneath the ice. Once you get an area opened up enough that you can get your big shovel in, you can just try and put the shovel underneath, and then you can pop up and you can see the ice that just lifted up pretty good. Now the reason this is working is because yesterday was a really sunny day, so even underneath the ice, this brick does hold some heat. And as long as there's a little thin layer that's thawed underneath the ice, you should be able to get under there and chip it up. So even though the snow is done, although it's starting to snow now, and we're supposed to get between a trace and an inch, there's still a lot of work to be done. Gotta shovel all this ice out of here. We've got the driveway to do too, although our neighbors did come over and help us yesterday. Thank you, Rich and Jess, for helping us shovel off the driveway. But this is what we have to do. Even though it's not snowing, now we have to deal with the ice. And this is nothing compared to many people around our area. We've had many barns collapse. We've lost about 300 head of cattle in Oneida County. We had a fire station go down. The snow's just been awful. So this is nothing to joke about. And you definitely don't want to slip, especially as you get older. But this is going to be the project for most of the day. Chipping away at the ice so we can get safely in and out of the house now. Well, I'm officially over this project. The temperature's dropping, the wind is picking up. It's supposed to be minus 18 wind chill tonight, so I think I'm going to go inside and we'll talk in there. So come on in. It may be hard to believe, but spring is just around the corner. Even though all I see when I look outside is white, I did see a chipmunk running around, so they're waking up from hibernation. The robins have been here about 2 weeks now, and I think I heard a red-winged blackbird while I was out there this morning, so won't be long now. March is usually the start of when the hibernating animals start waking up and migrating animals start coming through. So it's here. We just have to be a little bit patient. In New York State, another big event that happens in March is a program called Ag Literacy Week. And I thought I would share this with you because as gardeners, you are some of the most generous people I know. You are always willing to share your knowledge and your plants with people. And I thought you might be interested to learn about an opportunity that you could sign up for to help the next generation. It's called Ag Literacy Week. And this is a program that's been taking place for about 20 years. You could do a Google search for it to see if it's happening in your state. Just do Ag Literacy Week and then your state and see what pops up. Here in New York, Our book this year is The Pie That Molly Grew. And the way this program works is volunteers go into a classroom, they read a book, and then they do a hands-on activity with the students. And this is for grades K through 3. This year, the theme is pumpkins, so we are actually going to be planting pumpkin seeds with the students. Or there was a choice, if the classrooms wanted it, that they could do pumpkin tasting. So we could bring in pieces of pumpkin pie or pumpkin cookies so that the youth would understand in this book, The Pie That Molly Grew, that pumpkins, we eat them. So as a gardener, if you're interested in helping that next generation, consider volunteering for Ag Literacy Week. Here in Oneida County, New York, we are reading to about 2,800 students. And right now I have all the volunteers I need. I've maxed everything out. It takes place March 17th, and we are in just about every school here in Oneida County. But check it out. This is a great opportunity for you to volunteer and share your love of gardening. Another program you might be interested in is the Master Gardener Volunteers. This is usually run through your local cooperative extension office, so contact yours to see if they offer your program. And each one might run a little bit different. But here in Oneida County, our Master Gardener Volunteers maintain a nice little garden outside our office in Oriskany, and it's called the Parker Scripture Botanical Gardens. They feature herbs, there's vegetables, there's a nature trail, and they are also an all-American selection garden. So if you're interested in seeing some of the annuals that they're promoting, you can come up and view the gardens. It's free. And our Master Gardeners do a wonderful job. They do outreach with the community, they do special events. So check out your local program and see what it takes for you to become a Master Gardener volunteer. The final opportunity I'd like you to consider is think about your local fair. Believe it or not, a lot of local fairs are nonprofits, and they rely heavily on volunteers. They need people to help with parking. They need people to help plant flowers around the fairgrounds. They need people to check projects in, put projects up on the wall, take things down. They rely so heavily on volunteers, and I can't think of a better way for gardeners than to volunteer at an agricultural event like your county fair. So consider it. Give them a call and see what you can do to help out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope I give you some ideas of ways that you can volunteer around a gardening theme. Check out the agencies in your area to see what activities they are offering. And please remember, if you don't like the ones I just mentioned, you are always free to come up to Oneida County and chip away at the ice. Take care. Bye-bye. If you are a teacher or even a parent or a homeschooler and you'd like some information on gardening and how to work projects in with the kids, check out the National Ag in the Classroom website. There's a whole bunch of free curriculum that you can use to bring agriculture into your classroom. It ranges from planting seeds to making ice cream. So check it out, Ag in the Classroom. It's a great program.